Hey there, welcome back to the Marketing with Heart podcast. It's been over a year, and I feel like I'm finally ready to be back. Life is better, and I've been thinking a lot about this community. I actually saw a really nice comment on one of my YouTube podcasts the other day that really put things into perspective for me. So, to this someone, if you're listening right now, who said that you really enjoyed my content and that I shouldn't give up and that you would be waiting for me when I come back, I want to dedicate this episode to you. So, thank you so much for inspiring me to come back and share more. So, let's jump in. All right, let's talk about social media. If you're anything like most handmade business owners that I work with and I know, you've probably been told over and over again that you just need to post more. Post more often, get your hashtags right, engage with your followers, maybe even go viral. And guess what? You do it, but you're still not seeing the sales you thought you'd get, right? And that's frustrating, really frustrating. And here's the thing, social media can work, it can get eyes on your products, it can help build brand awareness. But if you're relying on it to bring in consistent, sustainable traffic and sales, I'm here to tell you you're wasting your time. And I'm going to show you exactly why in this episode. Now, I already know what you might be thinking. But Jackie, social media is where all my customers are. I've seen other sellers blow up on Instagram, so why shouldn't I focus on that? And I get it. I really do. We're constantly bombarded with these success stories about someone going viral and suddenly their shop is flooded with orders. But here's the problem, those stories are the exception, not the rule. They create this illusion that if you just hustle hard enough on social media, your business will blow up. And in fact, I saw this post on Threads the other day, and I want to read it word for word because it's really jarring and it really is a wake up call. So here it is. PSA to all small artists wishing one of their posts would go viral. Going viral doesn't mean you'll actually get any sales. I had a piece get 1.2 million views, 90,000 likes, almost 500 clicks on my website, and made a total of 5 sales. Getting a lot of numbers sounds good in theory, but it doesn't mean it'll reach the right audience. Don't get me wrong, I am super grateful of the boost it gave my page, but at the end of the day, this is my job and I have barely made minimum wage this month. Can you believe that? Someone else says, I'm beating myself up mentally because I feel like I've done something wrong. The real issue here is that having something go kind of viral gives you a false sense of hope only to drop you off the highest horse. I would much rather have a smaller but quality and active community of folks that you can communicate with and remember and not have high numbers gaslight me into a false hope. And there's one more that I wanted to read because this one really hit me hard. She says here, I had the same thing happen, 33 million views, 1 million likes, and just 2 tattoos booked from it. I also felt like I must not be very talented if that many people were exposed to me and weren't inspired enough to buy my art or even follow. Going viral is a mind F. Excuse the language. So there you have it. I mean, that is what real people feel when they go viral. And another thing about actually going viral is if you don't have all your ducks in a row, like let's say you have an email list to capture all that traffic that might be coming through, you went viral and you kind of missed your chance to really build your audience, to own it. Um, so, yeah, going viral, it's just a hit or miss. It's not something that you can rely on, and if your business blows up overnight because of it, you better hope that you have all the systems in place to sustain it because it will come and go so fast and it's heartbreaking. So let's get on with the show. Um, Here we go. Here's why social media is failing you, as if we didn't just discuss that. First of all, it's designed for engagement, not necessarily for driving sales. Think about it. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, they reward likes, comments, and shares. And while that feels good to see, it's not necessarily translating into sales. Your followers might love your photos, they might comment on your post, but that doesn't mean they're rushing to your Etsy shop or your website to buy, as we just learned. Second, social media is a time sink. The algorithms are constantly changing, and the platform wants you to spend more and more time creating content for free, by the way, content that disappears from your audience's feed in a matter of hours, if not minutes. You can spend hours crafting the perfect post, and then what? It's buried under a flood of other posts, stories, and reels. You're playing a losing game because social media is not designed to give you consistent, long term results. Now, here's what I really want you to take away from this: social media isn't your enemy, but it also shouldn't be your main strategy. Let me ask you this: when was the last time you made a purchase because of something you saw on an Instagram post? When you're ready to buy something, where do you go? You probably Google it, right? You probably do some research, read a blog post or two, check out a few pins on Pinterest. You're making an informed decision, and that's what your customers are doing too. Which brings me to the real problem. If you're spending all your time posting on social media and relying on algorithms, you are giving up control of your traffic. You're letting Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok decide when and if people see your products. And honestly, that's no way to run a business. But what if there was a better way? What if you could take control of your traffic, build a system that brings buyers directly to your shop without having to post every single day or guess which hashtag's going to work this week? Here's the truth. You need to focus on building long-term traffic sources that you control. That's where blogging and Pinterest comes in. When you create blog posts that are optimized for search engines, you're creating evergreen content. What does that mean? It means that content works for you 24/7, even when you're not posting. Your blog posts show up in Google searches, driving traffic to your shop for weeks, months, even years after you publish them. And then there's Pinterest. This isn't just another social media platform. Pinterest is a visual search engine. People go there to find things they're looking to buy. They're not just scrolling for entertainment, they're planning, they're researching, and they're ready to take action. Imagine your product showing up in front of people who are actively searching for what you sell. That's powerful. So here's my challenge to you today. I want you to stop relying on social media as your main traffic driver. I know that might sound scary, but it's actually really liberating. I want you to think about what it would feel like to wake up and know that your blog posts and pins are working for you, even while you sleep, bringing traffic directly to your shop without you having to hustle every day for free just to get noticed. Doesn't that sound like a game changer? And if you're thinking, okay, Jackie, but I don't know where to start, I've got something that will help you right now for free. I've put together this guide called the Mad Hatter's Guide to Blogging for handmade and Etsy sellers. It's going to walk you through the exact steps you need to start building traffic through blogging and Pinterest. You can get this guide completely free. It's my gift to you because I know how frustrating it is to feel like you're spinning your wheels with social media. This guide is packed with actionable steps that you can take right now to stop relying on social media, take control of your traffic, and finally start seeing the sales and visitors you deserve. If you're ready to get serious about your traffic and sales, head on over to marketingandheart.com, and right up at the top, you'll see a button in the menu that says free training. Click on that and you can get it for free. You can also check the show notes and all the links will be there. So, thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. If this resonated with you, please share it with a fellow maker who might be feeling stuck on social media too. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next episode, where I'll be talking about another limiting belief that's holding handmade sellers back and how to flip that on its head. Until then, take care and keep creating that handmade magic.